How do we know so much about other people's lives and we know little or nothing about ours? Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about a particular law. That law is the law of the farm. The law of the farm can also be referred to as the law of cause and effect, or the law of sowing and reaping. When you have a piece of land, right, you first of all weed off the weeds because you want to plant something there. And the reason why you do that is because you do not want the weeds to compete with the seeds for nutrients, for light, for all that the seedlings requires to grow and thrive. And after you weed, you till, so that as soon as the seed is planted, it is in a very suitable, softened soil to enable the nutrients quickly be absorbed by the seed to begin the process of growth. And after that, you don't just abandon the seed. You don't abandon the farmland and say, okay, I've done all that I can possibly can. No, you go back there and you water it, or the rain falls on it, and you go back there to observe and see if it's doing well. When you notice that weeds are beginning to crop up, you weed off. You continue to tend to your farmland to ensure that your farm will produce bountiful harvest. This was the process that I was exposed to growing up as a child, and I didn't even understand that I needed to apply the same law in my life. I constantly would complain about the way my life was, the things that I wanted so dearly, and how it was taking so long to manifest. I wasn't doing anything about the farmland of my mind. And when I got into personal development 2017, my coach pointed out exactly what the problem was. My mind was completely messed up. And so I began to take serious note of my piece of farmland in my mind. I began to think deeply about the seeds that were planted and how I can uproot it and plant new seeds and guard it to ensure that the outcome of my life was better than what it was a few years back. So how do you plant the right seeds? By exposing your mind to positive material. And you have to do this constantly. You don't do it for a moment and abandon it. No, you keep going back. Just like when you plant on a piece of land, you go back to weed off, you go back to water, you go back to check. You do this for a season, and after that you find out that the crops are doing so well and you harvest a bountiful harvest. Use a piece of land as your template, assuming you had a piece of farmland and you wanted to make something beautiful out of it. I want us to be so protective of our minds the way we are so protective about our possessions. And I want us to translate that passion of protection on possession to our minds and concentrate on developing your mind. Go back to the field of your mind, weed off, plant, nurture, and watch your life blossom. The law of the farm is a universal principle that I take really personally and encourage you to take personally too. I will see you in my next video. Peace and angels.